Hello and welcome to Little Bit. It's your host Aiden, and with me today is Logan. You've seen him. Go check out the episode. The numbers are through the roof. Thanks for coming back, dude.
You're welcome. It's a sequel. You guys got him enough money to be able to afford me for a second time.
Yeah. Dude, so what has been going on? What's been up?
You mean just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, you see.
Since I've seen you last, man.
So a day and a half, huh? Just living the grind, man. Working, sleeping less.
Any brain matter at the hospital since?
Not since then, but I can make something up if you want me to.
Dude, dude, maybe later. Come back in a few, 10 minutes.
Perfect. I was just gone to the hospital, man. Some shit went down. It's fantastic. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. But, you're right. About a day and a half ago, we indulged.
We did.
In quite a pay-per-view. It was more than we asked for.
Mm-hmm. We got a bargain.
More than what I felt like I could chew. It was a lot.
It was a bargain.
It was a bargain. You know why it was a bargain? Because we weren't sold all of that.
No.
Wow, dude, that came together nice, dude. Yeah, no, really. It felt like, to me, we're obviously talking about the Jake Paul, Ben Askren situation.
I'm glad you didn't call it a fight, because that would have been...
Situation. It was entertaining to say the least, but not in quite the way that you'd think, maybe. It was mainly concerts.
Yeah, it was mostly concerts.
Like, time-wise, it had to have been the majority.
The fights couldn't have been more than, an hour, if that, altogether? Surely not, right?
Okay, so we started at 9, and then, 1 something, it was all over. Yeah, probably 3 to 1 hour.
Yeah.
Ratio. What do we think about the fights?
About the fights themselves. No complaints about the fights, save for the last one. You know what? I take that back. All the fights were kind of dog doo-doo.
They weren't. Well, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, they weren't the most exciting things. I don't have the guy's name, but the guy who got hit in the side
and then faked his injury.
Said he got hit in the groin
to get stretchered out.
He did get a stretcher out.
They put his ass on
I
the stretcher.
felt like that was just, strange. I wonder what came of that. Probably should have looked it up before I started talking about it, to be honest with you.
You haven't heard nothing about it
on Twitter? No, I haven't. I've just been seeing funny memes like MRI came out of the guy's anatomy, and then they drew his junk over here.
His career is over though, right?
I mean, it's not looking good, dude. That would be a rough one.
He doubled down. You were saying the other night. He doubled down. He's like, I got hit in the nuts, and that's what happened.
Yeah, he was like, I am dying on this hill. that is what happened, and I am not going back.
What's a replay? No idea. Guys, I swear I got hit in the nuts.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Damian Lillard. I got on Twitter to see what was going on, and Damian Lillard just goes, dude, there's replays. Yeah, that pay-per-view, 1.5 million sales, which I was kind of expecting more, to be honest, but that is still more than most fights. It's the biggest recent fight, and there we go. It's a fight, and it's just, where's the next move? Did I tell you what he said? What I saw from Jake Paul?
Mm-mm.
He called out Nate Robinson. He already fought Nate Robinson. I did see that there might be a rematch of that. Yeah, the NBA player. But no, he called out Nate Diaz, the UFC fighter.
Okay.
And he said, I got you in the 3rd round. Like saying he'd knock him out in the 3rd round.
So if that one comes true, we know for sure that it's something fishy going on, right?
I don't know.
He called the first round last
I don't know. Yeah, okay, so I don't know. Have you been studying the tapes?
No, we watched that night, and I wanted to forget it. I'm like,
I have a video as soon as it happened, people. I have a video of I'm gonna airdrop it to the laptop right now. but I have a video of as soon as when it happened. I just put the camera on everybody.
I'm sure my face is
And
fantastic.
everybody just had the same look of. Wait a second, what?
Confusion.
Yeah, it was mainly confusion. That was, for the most part, the sound of it. There it is. I'll be sure to throw that up in there. And let me go check the time. Perfect. But yeah, everyone was confused. Something that was truly a bummer for one of the people viewing.
Oh no, I feel so
It was
bad. I
he
was on
put-
his back. Man, that's a safe bet, man.
Yeah.
You got this.
So did I. I'm not, dude. I just thought rationally that there was not a chance for Jake. Dude, what you know how Bieber's got the term believer?
Mm-hmm.
I might be that for Jake Paul now.
Really? You're on board with the Jake train, huh?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's a weird situation, but no, yeah. And one of our friends, I don't know. He lost some money.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
we told him it was a good idea. If we were wrong, I was on there. I'm like, yeah, you safe
It's
bet. Man. You got this.
insane. So
Built like a bag of milk.
that was hilarious.
They
Who
can't-
said that? One of the
It was Snoop Dogg who said it, I think.
Who was the announcer that was just drunk?
Oscar De La Hoya.
Yes, my God, was he? What was that guy's deal?
He was either drunk or high or both.
Yeah,
I will admit though, it added some
crossfaded.
some flavor to it.
It did add some flavor, and it made things pop on Twitter. I liked it. But yeah, Oscar De La Hoya was going off. Dude, Snoop Dogg is a great commentator.
Yeah, he is.
Snoop Dogg is a great commentator. Pete Davidson. Remember?
Pete
Okay, so I went
Davidson.
upstairs during part of this fight. Can you tell me what happened?
Well, you're talking about whenever he's talking to Ben.
Yes.
Well,
okay,
you left
so
during
so
one of the
I s-
concerts because we were in the middle of I think it was Major Lazer or one of them. One of the concerts.
Who knows, dude? Maybe I enjoyed them.
One of the 10.
But so there were so many. There were so many, and I swear, I saw names. But was there a confusion?
What do you mean?
Like
When it came to the
what
stack
we
up
were
here to see.
getting? Yes.
Yeah, there was definitely. I had no idea we were going to a
felt it
concert.
so much. I was physically uncomfortable.
I saw
at-
you.
at
He's over there
points-
just kind of squirming.
at points in this pay-per-view.
Even the fighters were talking shit.
Yeah, it
Ben
was,
Askren was like,
yeah,
"My
Ben-
kids aren't watching this right now."
Well, because he has a wrestling school,
Mhm.
and he was told that he was saying that his students would be watching, and he was
Right.
like,
He's like, "No, they're
"Yeah,
not.
no,
No more.
don't watch." Yeah,
Never mind."
he was like, "Definitely not child friendly and stuff like that."
So, how much money do you think he took to throw the fight? Honestly,
Oh my gosh! So he for sure got $500,000, $500,000 to take the fight. Guess what? He made $830 in his UFC career. He made over half of what he made in a handful of fights or less.
Yeah.
Because he also fought another, I think Bellator. Dude. Check me. Not coming with the facts today, but so it's just how I feel.
it's fine. It's fine. We're
But
going.
so anyway, it was a great. He made a lot of money from this. I said this the night that it happened. He has a podcast. The numbers are gonna be through the roof
Right.
after this. He has a wrestling school.
It's all exposure.
Yes, he has a wrestling school, and I'm sure it's doing well. I'm sure they've got students that are going to major universities and excelling there, and maybe even past that. He did that. He went. He's an Olympic medalist. It is exposure.
Yeah.
It is, and ultimately, I don't even think it was the worst case scenario for Ben because guess what? Now people just say "Oh yeah, Jake Paul, or whoever, or Jorge Masvidal." Say, guess what, dude? I don't have to be the best striker.
Right.
I can strangle you.
Sure. Yeah.
I can take you to the ground and do what I want. Just I could break your leg, I could break your arm, I could come up, crack the neck, like whatever you want. Like
So get all your thoughts out there about it. How are you feeling about the whole situation? About the Jake Paul Ben Askren situation.
I thought it looked very fishy. My initial reaction was that was a very quick down. And then earlier in the fight, there was a guy named in the card, there was a guy named Raycon.
Mm-hmm. It was his first time fighting, right?
Yeah, it was his first time, right? Yes, yeah, I forgot about that part. And he went down and
on his ass.
I felt like it felt like longer than the amount of time that Ben was down.
I was thinking the same thing.
And he looked worse. His eyes went crazy. In review, kind of, I feel like he did look a little wobbly.
But it was a quick stop, right?
It was a quick. That's how I felt. Yeah, okay. But here's the thing. He got back up. I felt. I don't know about brain damage and all that stuff. But as far as the fight goes, it would have made it. Maybe if it. I don't know. Because like I feel like that's like what you want for it to go farther. Mm-hmm. But also, I don't want the guy to get hurt.
Right.
But then again, guess what?
They're punching each other in the face. They're going to get hurt.
Guess what? It kind of makes me think. See, I've been analyzing the situation. Okay. I kind of thought it was fixed. That was my initial reaction. Then I started thinking, well, he looked wobbly. Maybe they should have let it go until they actually needed to stop it.
Right.
You know what makes me feel about that? That makes me think I'm questioning, did Jake Paul he's actually capable of needing to stop a fight. So, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, remember when I sent in the chat of the guy, I can't remember his name.
Beating the shit out of the other guy? Beating the shit out of Ben Askren. I'm giving him the old fucking, 7-piece combo.
Like, yes. Tearing him up. So, I don't know. I mean, I've never been hit by Jake Paul. I've never been hit by any professional fighter for that matter.
Jake Paul likes to say he's big time now, and I'm saying that if he is big time, then put him in the ring with someone who's an actual boxer.
Okay, so you said that right before the podcast started, and I was like, man, we need to So, how I feel about that is I don't think he will ever got a phone call. I don't think he will ever fight a professional boxer.
If he wants to be big time, he's got to be put in the ring.
There's so much more, dude. You know why? Because this energy sells fights. So he's just gonna keep making the fighting community mad.
Yeah.
And fighting tough guys who aren't boxers.
Right.
Because they're like, you're so tough. Fight a boxer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to keep bringing that energy. And he's going to keep not doing it because ultimately that sells. And I heard a different podcast say, it was Andrew Scholes. Flagrant 2. He has multiple podcasts. I had to think about it for a second. But he said if fighters could not care about the belt, they could make so much more money. And I didn't get it, but now I do.
Okay.
He's a boxer that's not concerned with going and getting the title. He's concerned with getting the bag.
Okay. I see exactly what you mean, actually. Yeah. I'm on board.
Dude, his last fight, just the fight payout alone, and he made so much more than this, I'm sure, was $690,000. Mm-hmm. Most people don't get that their third fight. Right.
Well, that guy who fought, sorry, I can't remember the names, but
I'm gonna go restart the camera.
He fought the teal-haired guy, the one who took the fall.
Right.
And he made more than what Jake Paul was making. I think it was 800,000.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And he didn't have to do shit for it. He just had to let the other guy pretend that he got hit in the nuts and get wheeled out on a stretcher.
Dude, yeah, that was...
On a stretcher, man.
That was crazy. But to be fair, I didn't investigate, so maybe the man actually got, hurt.
Well, we saw the replay. It was like...
I'm giving him the benefit.
Maybe he
of the
punctured
doubt.
along. Who knows? Maybe he took out a lung.
Yeah, that's someone said that.
Really?
That night when we were here, because they were like, "Did something else happen?" Like, you know. Oh wait, sorry.
I'm gonna feel
Just
bad if
right
he
in the, you know,
actually got hurt and we're making fun of him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the
Then
doubt.
again, he signed up to get punched in the face repeatedly.
So yeah, I believe there was someone earlier in the fight who actually made. Yeah, what did you say? How much was it?
It was like $850 something. It
Yeah.
was almost $1 million.
Good money, man. Yeah, good for those guys. But it's just so that's my theory. Like Jake Paul is making that type of money, and that guy's probably taken 20 professional fights. I don't know how many professional fights he's had. Probably a lot more.
Right.
He's probably been rocked a lot more times.
I think your theory's correct. I think you're on point with that.
And so it's gonna be so funny, dude. Like he's just gonna start calling out any like tough dude that is not a professional
boxer.
Yeah, because
they'll take it one, and then, you know.
The Nate Diaz fight would be super interesting. Something about Nate Diaz is, well, he is a great fighter, but he has a bunch of scar tissue on his face, so he easily bleeds. So that would be like a showmanship fight.
Okay.
Like it potentially could be.
I see what you mean.
Like potentially could be a bloodied face. No disrespect to Nate Diaz, like at all.
Right.
Like at all. No, it's just like
no offense,
just
Nate Diaz.
Like historically, he does bleed a lot, but then again, he could be good enough to just get away with it. But then again, I thought that I don't know. I'm so confused.
Which one of the brothers is supposed to fight Mayweather eventually? Is it Jake?
That is Logan Paul.
Okay.
And I actually messed up. I told you guys a number that what the fight was projected to make. I think that's the Logan fight with Mayweather. Supposedly is just one thing that I saw. But yeah, see that. Do you know how many more sales that fight went up as well?
No.
The Logan Paul. I'm sure it went up
Oh,
hundreds of thousands.
Okay, I didn't know if you had an actual number. Or
No,
not,
no. Just speculative. Like that had to have boosted, because all of a sudden they're like, "Wow, he being a professional." See, that's what's crazy. See that's another difference I want to talk to you about, sir. Is you know how we said, like how I'm saying, like I doubt Jake is gonna fight a professional boxer. Logan is.
Logan is?
Floyd Mayweather.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Logan, I was gonna say Logan's gonna lose, but then again, I thought Jake was gonna lose too. So I don't want to call anything.
Do you know what would it, dude? I think there would actually be like an 8.7 earthquake, like a 10.11, like 11.1.
I was so confident last time. Now I'm scared. I was calling it last time. Like, yeah, go increase that bet, man. No problem. You got this. And now I'm like, you know what? Maybe don't.
Shout out to Logan.
Maybe don't bet this time.
Oh my gosh. No, but really, like, and that's a huge difference. And guess what? And I think that will even attract more outsiders because of people like me who are catching on to, like, I don't know if Jake's going to fight a boxer.
Right.
And so that theory doesn't hold up with Logan.
Right. I'll give him props if he actually gets in the ring with him. I'll give 100%.
It was supposed to happen in February. I don't know when the next date is, but man, I hope it happens. Just because, regardless, I want to see what happens because haven't you thought that before? Like, we're obsessed with heavyweights, you know, like most people are. Like that causes for a big fight because you see these like I don't know what is Floyd's like 150. And I don't know what weight class that is, like lightweight or something.
That beats me, man.
Who knows? Yeah.
One of them.
And then there are these guys who are, you know, Logan Paul size. They're 6'4", they're 200, whatever, 190. I think he's gonna be for the fight. And they're trained to some level, and they're like, I bet I could take him. This will answer that question.
Right. Okay.
Could like a dude that just has knowledge and stuff like that and. Well, he's also, he's a Division I All-American wrestler. But because I've always wondered, I was like, Floyd Mayweather is that dude.
Yeah.
But he's also pretty small. Like, would he be able, like, in a common street fight? I would imagine, yes. That's even if the dude's way bigger. I don't know his reach. I'll Google it. But even if the dude, because it's not like he's known for, like, I mean, yeah, he's great at striking, obviously, but what he's the best at is what boxing is all about when you are not striking, and that is not getting hit. He is the best at it.
He's a tough dude too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Excuse me.
man? All I can say is I can't wait for that one.
Oh, it can't come soon enough.
So what do you think? If okay, so I definitely know you're more on the side, and I'm not against you. I'm just trying to hear both. You're definitely skeptical of what's going on because it looked like he got back up, Ben Askren, and it was called quick. Initial reaction.
Well,
the ringside views make things look different, but in the from where we saw it, it looked like he got back up and then the fight was called and we were all kind of like, what's going on? So
and you'll see it in our faces. We were like,
yeah. So what do you think? What do you think that would mean if Logan were to beat Floyd? Would you believe it or would you be skeptical?
Well, I want to preface this with saying that I didn't do as much research after the fact as you have. So he's definitely got a better
72-inch reach.
Versus,
so he's actually got a decent reach because I believe in Jake Paul's is 76, so there's a 4-inch reach difference.
Okay.
But goodness gracious. Sorry about that. But let me see Floyd's height. What research are you talking? And he's 5'8", so his reach is 4 inches more than his height.
Damn.
So that's But anyway, but it's still 4 inches shorter than Jake's. But I would have thought it was more. That's interesting to know. Anyway, sorry. What?
You're fine. You're golden. I didn't after we left here. I didn't look into it more. I just saw the occasional meme and was just reading people talking about it. But I definitely think something was fishy.
It did look fishy. My favorite meme, honestly wasn't related to. I love Ben Askren. He is so great.
This is the first exposure to him.
The way he handled all this, he seems like a great guy, and that was some of the exposure he wanted, I'm sure. But my favorite meme wasn't related to that fight at all. It wasn't Jake Paul or Ben Askren. It was, like I said, the MRI, and they drew his junk over here.
Yeah.
And they were like, his body MRI came out or whatever, and it showed it over there. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, that was solid. That was so
No,
fun.
but if in an alternate Bizarro universe where Logan does beat Mayweather, I'll definitely have my skepticism.
As a lot of people will.
Until it comes out,
many people
for
will.
sure.
And guess what? There was so much skepticism of this last fight. Like, even Barstool was saying things about, like, how many people were saying it was fake, saying it was a fake fight. Ugh. But tongue twisted that one. But another thing that Jake Paul tweeted, and he's so good at trolling. Something else he did, I'm coming back to his tweet, but something else he did was he the next morning he posted a picture of himself just surrounded by cash. Guess what? All ones.
Jesus.
Because guess what? People are going to be like, you don't even have money. It's all one. But he knows that.
Yeah.
And so it's all ones around him. And like maybe one $100 bill or something like that.
Love to hate him.
Yeah, exactly.
Love to hate him.
But his tweet said, everyone saying that... Everyone tweeting that the fight is fake is also tweeting off their mom's Wi-Fi.
Jesus.
Dude, it was so funny.
I hope it never comes out that it is fake. Because the backlash would be ridiculous. Especially...
He's 6'9" level trolling.
Right.
Yeah. He's phenomenal. And that's why, like, he's got the one strategy. And, like, I don't know. I wonder... Because I feel like Jake... I don't know. It'd be interesting. I wonder if they're both down to take a lot of fights. But it seems like... I feel like Jake is the one who's willing to take more fights because he's already taken a lot more than Logan.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, actually, no. He's just done it faster because Logan's coming up on his third and Jake just did his third. So, yeah, he's taking one more.
I see what you mean.
In way less time. But, I hate to say it, but I feel like Logan's sales are probably better.
Yeah. It's fine. At the end of the day, it's people I'll never have to think about again.
Yeah.
I don't do the whole Twitter thing, so I tried once or twice. But
1.5 milli is crazy, though. But, I mean, they could have saved themselves a big chunk of change by not paying a lot of those artists. Wasn't mad at everything Justin Bieber. Wasn't mad at all of them, to be honest. It just felt like there was way too many of each of them.
I guess for me,
could have done without the lip sync.
Right. I guess for me, it was that I can't. We wanted to watch a fight. We didn't come to watch a concert. Now, had it been advertised as,
there it is.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
They squeezed Justin Bieber for all the money he was fucking
Oh
for, didn't they?
my gosh, I wonder.
He had like 5 songs.
Yeah, I wonder how much they paid for that. But I mean, it grossed. I mean, it made a ton of money. But yeah, they could have saved themselves a lot of money.
Right. People would have still bought it for the fights.
Absolutely. And even if they still did have some of the music performances, I mean, they already had Snoop Dogg there.
Well, who brought up a good point? They were like, the halftime show is not even this much.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't know who
poetic.
said that.
I can't remember who did it. Was it Jared?
I think so, yeah. I think Jared said that. It was It was him, Keebler. It was one of the guys. But so freaking, it was, I would have tattooed that on my arm.
Yeah, 100%.
It was so perfect. But yeah, no, the halftime show is not this long.
Yeah. Give us maybe a middle intermission to get snacks and take a piss and do all that stuff. But
if they would have, even if it was one per artist, I would have been less mad. I still would have been like, this is strange. Yeah, Doja Cat, Saweetie, that was the lip sync.
Saweetie, yeah, that was her.
That. We started playing pool.
Yeah, we got up and we walked over.
We were vibing to the music.
It was music.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We were, two-stepping, like,
we could have turned on some background music if we wanted music.
Exactly. We didn't need it. Like, yeah.
We didn't want the fight.
The Purple Urkel commercial was funny. It was also long.
Yeah.
It was long.
I was never big in the whole Urkel thing, so for me it was just kind of like, yeah.
It was, we are obsessed with nostalgia.
Yeah, 100%.
And Mr. Urkel timed it perfectly. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the audio portion of the podcast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So go ahead and talk about, what do you think of Snoop Dogg?
Oh, Snoop Dogg. Snoop's been kind of a weird thing for me because I didn't really get into the whole marijuana scene until later in life a little bit. So when everybody was kind of vibing through him, it was just like, yeah, this is silly. And now he's
his performance as a commentator.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, good. Did a good job. I'm gonna stop saying 100% because I'm gonna get stuck in that pattern. But he did a good job. It was it serviced. It was funny. He was high as shit. You could tell. So.
Oh yeah, Snoop, dude. I can't. Well, I mean, that's what you get when you have whenever you go behind a paywall.
Yeah.
You have so many more freedoms because, like, you tell people, like, hey, if most of them you're paying to view it, so like, right. You can't just say this was on the public waves, like, I'm just blah blah blah. So yeah, Snoop was smoking the whole time, and I don't know if he was no, he made it a point that he wasn't drinking. He said that a couple times.
He brought some gin of his gin, didn't he?
Yeah, he has it. What is
Jake took a bit of his swigs.
Indago or whatever. Yeah, that's funny. He's out here. I love Snoop. Uncle Snoop. He's the best. Jack Harlow was there. He didn't perform.
He showed up for a minute.
He did show up. That was interesting.
I'd rather him than like Doja Cat or Sweetie.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, don't get me wrong, people. We were vibing to the music.
Yeah, no, 100%.
The performance was weird.
Son of a... Oh,
yeah.
My bad. Sorry. Just punched the microphone in the face.
You're good. What happened? Wait, what were you going to say?
I don't remember now. Great.
Did you hit it as hard as Jake hit Ben?
Except it didn't take a fall. I didn't pay it to take a fall.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, it definitely looked like a fall.
See, I don't know.
But here, I'm gonna find the clip. The ring side, we saw it from an over the shoulder. I don't know why they take chances with these weird angles during fights, because what is broadcasted live will have a large effect on how those people perceive it versus the post-production, what comes
kind of
out
the
later.
Post-show thing.
Right. I'm going to show you a clip of what I've been seeing as well. And man, I don't know. He does look wobbly, but then again, like...
That was a quick stop. No one can argue it wasn't a quick stop. It was completely a quick stop. And the man, for getting just knocked on his ass a second ago, the man gets up and walks out smiling all happy. You know?
Dude, him walking out of the
He
dang
looked so happy.
place was hilarious. It was so funny. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I am looking at the video now, and here I am showing it to Logan.
All right. Let's
He
see
goes
what we got.
down. That's the angle we saw. Hold on, this is another one. We're still watching it, and he cocked his arm like it was a gun. Do you think he looks wobbly?
He looks. I mean, he looks fine to me. But man, then again,
It's
I am a few
very
feet away.
interesting. You know what, people? I encourage you to go watch it. Here's another thing I have to say. Would I fight either of the Paul brothers? No, sir.
Negative.
No, sir.
Even Pete Davidson was on point. He's like, listen, I don't like the guys, but they can kick my ass. But I want that to be clear. I'm like, I'm in the same boat.
See, I missed it. Tell me what I missed with Pete Davidson. I said, yeah.
It was just, he walked, because, you know.
I went upstairs,
'cause
yeah,
Ben
because of
tweeted
the
out-
weird performances and stuff.
Ben
yeah.
tweeted out about Pete, right? Calling him a weasel and all that other stuff. Don't come to my locker room and stuff.
Yes, because he was kind of like on the Jake Paul
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Pete went to Jake Paul's locker room, was
Yes,
talking
he
shit about
did
Ben,
tweet. He
and
did
now
tweet.
he's pivoted back over, and they were just talking shit. He's like, I don't like Ben. I think he's a piece of shit. He's an asshole, and I wanted to see him get knocked on his ass. And he goes, Pete, I didn't know you were so cool. And I'm like, you're just doing the same thing for the other person. You're just switching back and forth. That was pretty much it. They were
Pete
just,
did?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were
well,
just chatting shit about him.
Pete was extremely entertaining throughout the night.
Yeah.
The slap thing was weird.
Give or take.
It was
You
weird.
have to be into it.
Also could have done without that.
They do that all the time, too.
Yeah, but Pete's reactions during all that was like he was just laughing. I would love to know how much he got paid to be there because he was very much acting like I have no idea how I'm getting paid
Yeah,
to do this. Like
he
that
was
was
just sitting there
complete.
hanging out. That's the vibe that you
He-
want, though.
Yeah, and one of the in the slap thing, he was like, "I can't believe this is my job. I'm taking," and like you can actually hear him saying this. He was like, "I can't believe this is my job." He either said my job or getting paid to do this. I'm gonna send a video of this to my mom right now. Like he could not believe what was going on.
There was so much downtime in it too, man. It felt like it was just like, hey, what do we have for the Friday night?
Weirdest,
Just throw it all together.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Just throw everything in. We'll see what sticks.
Oh, God.
Slap fight, it's there. Let's have Pete Davidson run around.
I got that weird Doja Cat song stuck in my head.
Yeah? See, I didn't pay much attention to
You
it.
can play with her, but you can't play with her emotions.
Okay. See, that's a rule of thumb there.
That's
It's a rule to live by.
rule of. I'm not even
Use
gonna
that in
go
your
there.
relationship. That'll help
But
out.
jeez Louise, yeah, it was so weird. Like, just like, I mean, what did each of them perform? Their entire album? That's what it felt like. Like,
We got, I think, 3 minutes a song. Most did about 2 or 3 songs. 1 or 2 songs.
yeah.
Justin, they squeezed Justin for everything he had.
Yeah.
He did like 7
I'm the
songs.
least mad at the Justin thing. Justin, I've grown to like him more over the years.
But he's a meme, so you got to
He is a meme, but it's not like I grow to like him in the sense of like I'm actively listening to his music all the time.
Right.
I just respect that, like, you know how there's like career politicians.
Mhm.
He's a career musician and celebrity,
Right.
and and I just kind of like I'm like that's his thing. And that's what it is, and I just kind of don't touch it, and I just like like he's not gonna get knocked down off of that, and that's like who he is. So it's
Right.
just like kind of like that's I don't know. I don't hate.
I will
on
say
it.
the jokes are fun. Everybody's sitting around
I
making
love
fun
them
of it. We're
too.
hilarious. We were all having
But then
fun.
again, you also got to look at the fact like he made $200 million by the time he was 21 years old.
Right.
Like the kid doesn't mess around.
No.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like I enjoy the memes, but I also very much respect the fact that like
Sure.
he
Yeah. See, you can definitely tell he's matured over the years too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I like Logan so much. Logan Paul so much. I mean, you're great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Logan Paul. Gosh, somebody tweeted that you could put that fight in the Japanese forest, and it was Theo Vaughn.
Hang that fight in the Japanese forest.
That was that. I mean, that's a tweet.
No, that's a tweet and a half. Theo Vaughn's pretty much always spot on.
Yeah.
The man's a legend, to say the least.
His humor, it's hilarious. It's like it's all over the
I
place.
can't remember what it was. It was, Josh had sent me, because I didn't dabble in more than
Shout out to Josh.
Joe Rogan at the time. So he sent me Theo Vaughn just doing a stand-up set.
Yeah.
And I was losing it by the time I was like 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he grew up in a poor neighborhood, and all his black friends came and like, "Why'd you do this to us, man?" He goes, "Man, if I did this to you, why would I be in here with you in the slum?"
Oh yeah.
And I was losing it. The entire set was fantastic.
Do you know? Okay, like Theo Vaughn. Did you know his dad was like 70 something when he was born?
No.
Yeah, and so when he was like 16, his dad died of old age, like in his late 80s, and he was from Nicaragua, and his mom is a Polish woman that lived in Louisiana, and that's how you create a Theo Vaughn. Dude, his dad was born in like 1912.
Jesus, holy!
Yeah,
that is insane.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. He also, I believe he was. You know what emancipated is?
Where you leave before you're age of 18?
Yeah, like, but your parents, like, sign off on it.
Like
He was that at, like, 14. But he has a relationship with his mom.
How old is his mom? What was the age difference there?
She was, like, 30 when she had him, like, a normal, like...
So it was a 40-year age difference?
Oh, between the husband, or the man, yeah.
Man, I bet that was weird.
Yeah. He has stories about, like, driving at 12 for his dad because he was so old and tired, and it would have been but that's how you get a guy like that. Like there's got to be a little flavor,
right? That's how you get that humor too. You gotta have flavor.
Yeah, like when you know how like there's a stereotype like comedians have like dark past and stuff. It's probably true. Because
I'd say it's one of the most accurate stereotypes that exists.
Yeah,
most funny people that you talk to have some. It's a good way to deal with trauma and everything is to make fun of it.
I just said
100%. It's infectious, dude.
Oh
I'm telling you.
Gosh, dude, I can't believe that's contagious.
It's like sneezing or yawning, seeing someone else yawn.
It's a new pandemic, people.
You're gonna have to go about not doing it now because you will just be there. I swear to you.
100%, I'll be there.
I'll say something you agree with, and you'll go 100. How are you doing today?
100%. Yeah, that is it's the influence of the one man.
It's shaped the way podcasts are today.
Yeah. Have you been checking him out on Spotify?
Yeah. Not as much as I did on YouTube, but you know.
Same.
Plus, they're taking some of his videos away. You see that whole scandal for the second time?
Oh no! Wait, second time. What happened?
The first time, you remember all the Spotify people were like, "Well, if we can't moderate it, then we don't want him on here." And then the Spotify head guy, spokesperson, was like,
"Go ahead.
We like more opinions on our platform." I was like, "Okay, respect Spotify." And now they're taking more down, and he hasn't said nothing about it. So I don't know if that's
which episodes.
It was like 30 episodes. Yeah, it was a lot. Gosh. They took down more, and I haven't heard nothing about it. Joe hasn't said anything. The first time he said something.
Man, I did not know that.
But he was on YouTube at the same time too, is before he moved exclusively to Spotify, and they took episodes down, so he could talk about it on there. But now he's locked in.
Yeah, I don't know. That's unfortunate. I hope they let him have as much creative control as possible because that's gonna go the farthest. And you know Alex Jones, of course. Mm-hmm. We might have even talked about this last time, but he was on Flagrant 2. One of the best podcast performances I have ever seen.
Alex Jones is a weird one because some of the stuff he says is crazy, but some makes sense.
He's a very weird one. It's very.
I remember one time he was
tough to get into.
He was on Joe.
Yeah.
And he was making all these claims, and this was after he had been banned. So Joe wanted to make sure everything was right, and he's like, "Hey, Jamie, make sure you're pulling this up." Mm-hmm. And Jamie's like, "No, he's right." With a lot of the stuff he was saying, because I'm like, this sounds ridiculous. And then Jamie was like, no, he's on point.
Yeah, he was off by like less than a handful of facts, but his main idea was intact.
Yeah,
for everything. But so this Flagrant 2, I obviously this is the second time I'm talking about it, but and that they had him on. Guess what? After a week, it was taken down. Some of the clips are still up, but man, it was quite the performance. He's so entertaining.
If you want somebody to not get a following and make sense, then you don't silence them. Because
sometimes it can have the opposite effect.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a push and pull kind of effect. One of the things that I stand by is I may not agree with what you're saying, but I'll defend your right to say it no matter what.
Beautiful.
That's one of the great things about the country is that you can, we can disagree.
Right.
You know, you
We're
have
allowed to disagree.
right. We're allowed to disagree. You don't have to fall into any kind of conformity. You can say what you want and be like, yeah, no, I think you're wrong about that, but you have your voice.
Yeah, that's so important.
And you offer a counter argument, right? I mean, that's just the way it goes. Debate's important.
And this is an old thing that's known, but like, what do you benefit from? Okay, I like red the best. You like yellow the best.
Sure.
You're wrong.
Right.
What do we learn from that? Like, when you just like shut down is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Well,
there's no nuance found. And people, this podcast, we're trying to bring the nuance back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What if you describe yellow to me in a way that
you never thought it before.
right, and vice versa.
And if you
say
had just
yellow
shut that
works
down,
with
you
this
wouldn't have
and
been
that.
able to learn that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just hear the other opinion, even if you disagree with it, because chances are you might learn something.
You'll at the very least you'll probably
Never
learn something.
be unteachable. I don't care how old you are. Never be unteachable. That took me ages to learn.
Yeah, and we're old, jeez.
We are old. See, you're joking about it, man, but I feel so old.
No, I don't feel old at all. Man. You feel old?
I feel old. I'll be talking to...
How old are... Tell the people.
I am 22 years old.
Same. Yeah, no, I don't feel old at all. I feel young.
I'll be talking to my brother and his girlfriend, and he's 19 and she's 18.
That's the age difference between me and my brother.
And just
except the other way around, I'm the younger.
Exactly. Just the way they look at things is so different than I look at things now. And it's that age. I will always say this. Between 18 and like 23 is when your mind is going to shift. Your mind is going to hit that. Because I'm sure if you look back, you can see that.
Yes.
Is that you look at things when you were 18, 17, 16. Now you look at things and you're like, ooh.
I can't believe that I'm recording conversations and I'm going to be doing this for a while because if I would have started doing this at 17, it'd be embarrassing.
Yeah.
And for sure, looking back, starting doing this at 22, like, I'll be like, wow.
Right.
Yeah, like, I guarantee 10 years from now, I'll be like, what an arrogant. This guy. But yeah, no, seriously, it's, you're right.
It's so strange once you acknowledge it and look at it. Because you try to tell them, I was talking to her and I'm like, look, in the next few years, you're going to go through such a shift. And she's like, sure.
Girls' brains develop faster, too.
Right. Even him, it's, you know, because they don't get it at first. Because I didn't when I was told the same thing. I was like, you're full of shit. Shut up. And then now when I look back, I'm like,
yeah.
Oops. It's strange, man. It's so weird just being a different person than I was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It is so strange. But I wouldn't change it.
That's the way she goes, this weird life thing. But it's extremely good that like we can talk about that and like understand that because I'm sure that's another thing in itself. Something else I wanted to get to. Did we talk about dog talk? Did we talk about any dogs last time?
I don't think so.
Do you have any at your house?
Well, my pet situation's a little weird. It's a little strange.
We can just talk about any creatures at your house.
Any creatures,
because
okay.
I know last time we talked about dogs, I kind of wanted to get into this, but we started all the Jake Paul stuff, and I got really excited there for like a half hour. So yeah, let's talk about this pseudo farm situation.
Okay, all right.
That's what you call it.
All right. So pseudo farm. We got the pig, the one on Naked Wrestle. Already touched on that.
Yes, yeah, that was a fantastic clip. That was awesome.
Everybody seemed to like that.
Yeah.
So we got the Naked Wrestle pig. I can't even count how many horses we've had over the years. We've got, which we need to get you on one eventually.
Oh yes, please. I would
please
love
don't
that.
freak out.
No, I'm good. One time at a restaurant in Florida or Alabama, I cannot remember. I did freak out because you were allowed to take pictures with an alligator, and I dropped it. I will not do that.
You dropped the alligator? Or
I dropped the alligator during the picture in the restaurant, and it started like square. It had its mouth duct taped. It was like 3 foot long. Just started running, but they caught it.
Oh my goodness!
Promise. If the horse bucks, I'll hang on for dear. What do you do? What do you do?
You just hang on. Look, you squeeze your thighs real tight because you're on that saddle, and you hold on. You let it run its fucking course until you get it back under control.
Oh wow!
Because there are some times that they'll just haul ass. But
no, I believe it.
You can. I mean, they're animals at the end of the day. They're unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things.
please go check out episode 8. Me and Logan, we talk about him wrestling pigs.
Yeah, it was. This is the sequel, mind you. So
Yeah, but so you've had several horses. Sorry,
yes,
that's where
several
we were.
horses. And I think we had a cow at some point, but I don't remember
Really?
much about it. I think. Don't
What'd
quote
you-
me. It could be a fever dream, but
Okay.
I think we had a cow. So I was too young to even know what the hell was going
Any
on.
like
so.
lambs?
See, that's why it's a
goats?
pseudo farm, because it's like the one thing that makes it a farm is the pig.
Oh,
That's about
okay,
it.
okay.
Chickens.
Chickens.
Chickens. We've had chickens. I think we talked
How many
about this
chickens?
last time,
Yeah,
too.
we did. How many chickens did you have?
We don't anymore. They don't anymore. I say we, but they don't anymore. I think at one point they had about 10 or 12
Oh, that's a good amount.
just running
yeah.
around. But
Chickens, they are dinosaurs.
Isn't
They
that
actually
weird?
are. The
Isn't
way
that
you can
super
even look at
strange?
their eyes and you're like, man, we're different.
I got flogged by a chicken when I was like 6 years old.
You got what?
That means they jump up and they start fucking clawing and rubbing their, they flap their wings at you and shit in your face.
Yeah.
Because I was chasing, they're real protected, the mother hens are of their little chicklets.
Mm.
So I was chasing one. Next thing I know, this big bitch comes out and starts fucking just right in
You
my
got
face.
cut up?
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
claws were
gosh,
hitting
wow.
and it was awful.
Wow.
I was getting face fucked by a chicken. It wasn't great.
Wow.
I would not recommend it. 0 out of 10. Horrible.
That is
Horrible experience. It was awful.
insane. So, that is quite the experience. So, so with chickens, so do you hate them? Evan, who you all have seen in earlier episodes, despises chickens. He always says they're so stupid and stuff like that. But like, so do you hate chickens?
No, I don't hate chickens.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you know what I'm saying. Like, when you look at them, you're like, we're different.
Yeah, 100%.
The
Son of a bitch.
There it is, dude. There it is.
You're next. You got to say it next. It'll happen.
Oh my gosh.
For
man.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
no, it's just I kind of like I don't hate them, but like when I observe them too long, I start to not like them. If that makes sense. Like
you don't
I'm
like
just,
them as like a species. You're just like, the things you do upset me.
yeah, because well, like here's one way I think of it, and a lot of animals are like this, so I guess I'm kind of being hypocritical in a way. But okay, so like did you ever see them eat a mouse or anything like that?
No, I don't think I've ever seen him eat a small animal. Like that.
Chickens, oh my gosh, the chickens in Summer's backyard. I saw them kill another
it?
chicken one time. It was insane. Like
just peck it
it
to
like
death?
shook me. Yes. And then they started eating it.
Yeah, they'll eat just about anything. They're like,
And then I realized, imagine what they would do if we were small enough. They would just destroy
so this
us.
hatred for chickens was built up from you just observing chickens
They're
and theorizing.
dinosaurs. And I saw them kill the other one. I was like, man, that is crazy. Crazy. They just wrecked it. And I tried to stop it, but like they immediately
If they were
killed it.
bigger, apex predators, 100%.
Yeah. Wow. Was that one on
I
purpose?
swear to you, it was not.
That's insane, dude. You got it bad. You got a case of the Hundies.
We're just gonna 25%.
You got a case of the Benjamins.
The Benjamins.
The
Rogans.
You got a case of the Benjamins. But
All right, no more of that.
But yeah, so and then I've heard I think even Rogan talk about like how he fed his chickens mice, but no, I've seen them do that, to each other, and then just how obviously they have pecking orders, how mean they are and stuff. I just don't
Well, the
like
animal
it.
kingdom is
Cruel.
cruel.
You're right.
It's horrible.
It is. It is.
That's what gets me so much about this kind of stuff is that people want to change the nature of the world, and it's just animals are animals, man. You can't change that.
We have this dog at Summer's house. Oh my god. Big yawn, people. I don't know why I'm ready to go, but we had this dog. We have not had this dog at Summer's house. Took off in the woods. And he came back. He's fine. But we were, trying to find him. And kept telling them, I was like, something that is like really good right now is this dog is a 100+ pound dog.
Right.
He is enormous. He is massive. And he's strong as can be. Like he could damn near like pull either of us down if he was that right. Like
Really?
if he saw a squirrel or something, like he gets going. So I told them, I was like, at least it wasn't like Okie that ran off, because he could legit get jacked
Yeah.
by like a bobcat or
100%.
something. This is
No, we're done.
insane.
We're done.
Is,
That's
should
it.
we stop the podcast?
No, just. It sounds like I'm doing it on purpose, but I swear to God, I am not. That is so fucking annoying.
But really.
Continue with your story. Old Loki's gonna take a second to get his words in order here. You can't see my face, but I am super red because that is embarrassing as hell.
Very red. but no, like really, dogs that small, or even cats or whatever, like most likely they're gonna be fine. But like if a coyote or a bobcat or whatever does decide to take a chance, there's even bald eagles, or like if it looks scraggly enough and like was moving slow enough.
Eagles are vicious, man.
Have you ever seen, or hawks? Have you ever seen a hawk go after something? Because we had hawks. I think I said this last episode. Hawks go at the ducks. Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. Because they have those talons and stuff. Oh my gosh, it was disturbing. But one of the I will say one of the ducks did not make it, and the other duck did make it, and so that's nice. But
that's the thing you can't cut up in either, is animals on animals. Could you get your brain in that set where you're like, I gotta help it, but at the end of the day, when you leave,
well, the duck was like it was like a house, like it lived there. Yeah,
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
My bad.
And then exactly. And then anyway, the dog was out there in the woods, and of course we were all freaking out. And it's like I said, we ended up getting him. But like I said, the reality is, at least he's not gonna get wrecked. Like he's too big for that.
Yeah.
But another why we're so protective of Okie is because I don't want that to even come close to that chance, because he is small enough to where he could be a snack. Because the animal kingdom doesn't care, like you said. Yeah, they don't care.
We were at
it's brutal out there.
We were at my place. Everybody was hanging out, and one of my cats. I got 2 cats. FYI, one of my cats.
Cat dude.
Yeah. Well, I was a dog dude, but that's a long story. We'll get to that eventually. So, we kept him in an apartment until I moved to with my grandma at my grandma's house, and you can't keep them inside there because it's a big, like 3 acres. So they're out running around, and we're all sitting there, and one of my cats, Loki, gets this mouse, right? Chases it. It might have been a bunny. Chases it down, and you can hear it yelping, and he's just going to town on this thing.
The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody gets up, goes to stop him, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, as soon as you guys leave, he's going to find another one.
Yeah.
It's not going to do you any good. You might save this bunny once, and then it bleeds out and dies.
Right.
But
it's done. Especially once it's been gone.
It's the way it goes with the animal kingdom, man. It's just...
You just reminded me of a story. So I house it quite frequently. Shout out to Uncle Tim.
Hi, Uncle Tim.
I go to Tim's house quite often. Whenever he really likes to go fish, and he'll travel and take his boat and stuff like that. And anyway, and him and his wife and stuff. And shout out to Elena. Anyway, he lives like out in the country a little bit.
Right.
I'll have to show you next time I'm over there, because it's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. Yeah. And but so he's a giant dog lover, as am I. I want to, in the same way he does, when I'm older, have 3 dogs. He has 3 dogs.
Okay.
He had 4. Or no, he had 3. He had 3, and then after one passed away, he got another one. But and he's got like 2 lab mixes, I believe, and then he's got a beagle, and they're all fun little guys and stuff. 2 girls, and the beagle's a dude. And but anyway, I witnessed nature happen, because guess what? These dogs have a lot of nature to explore, and they know how to handle that nature, if that makes sense. So first of all, I've seen them. So I didn't realize what was going on the first couple of times I was over there, because, like, the field, like I have a yard and stuff, but like it's like not like this, like that he has out there, and so the dogs would mess around and stuff, but I didn't realize what they were doing, and I just watch them and yell, and they listen really good, and they come back. So I never like really walked up to see what they were doing. Turns out they were killing moles, and so like I found, and they were eating them, because I saw them swallow something, and then I went up, and they were working on the other one, and then I was like,
on him.
Oh, this is what's going on. So that took me a couple of times before I realized that.
Did you leave them to their nature?
Yeah, like that's what Yeah, I don't.
What could
I
you have
think,
done? I guess.
Yeah, after like I mean like I'd got them away from that spot for the most part, but yeah, but another time, I am not going to show the picture on the pod because might be a little graphic, but I'm gonna show you Nyla, who is a sweetheart. She was a rescue, I believe, and she was not very nice, okay, when they first got her. But she's pretty nice now. And I swear to you, one morning when I was letting them out, like they woke me up because they wanted out or whatever. Nyla starts freaking out because there's this, rustling. And I heard the squeal, what you heard, like from the rabbit or
Right.
whatever it was, probably. And this rat was the size of a dustpan.
Oh.
It took up the entire dustpan. And at first, I tried to stop her because that's just like, I feel like your initial reaction.
Well, yeah, it's your instinct.
Yeah, and so I tried to stop her. And then I realized I knew, like, I was like, this, I don't want to put the animal out. So,
Yeah.
like, it was kind of that kind of thing because
Okay.
it was definitely messed up.
Right.
And even when I grabbed her, she didn't stop. She was
No.
still shaking
Yeah,
it and
she's a
stuff
dog.
like that. Yeah, and then guess what? The squeal stopped, which was,
Well, at least
nature again.
dead at that point, I guess.
Right, and this rat, I didn't let her eat it or anything. I texted Tim a picture of it.
Big bastard, huh?
Big bastard. It's gonna take a moment to find this picture, but it will be worth it.
I believe you. I'm already intrigued by the story.
It will be worth it. I mean, it was just insane. It was truly insane. So, do your cats, do they give you presents and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Really?
Yeah,
What kind of
yeah,
stuff do they give you?
Mice, birds, just little gifts to say how much they care.
That's just a little meme for you.
That nice.
But
Mice, birds, everything. They come in. They just, they're weird cats, man. I think I got some of the weirder cats.
I wasn't joking, dude.
That is a big.
It's unbelievable.
All right, guys. Big bastard undersells it. That is a massive bastard.
Yeah, he is. I've never seen a rat so big.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's this sweet little girl right there killed him. That's the one who did it. She's awesome, but she used to be mean. Like when I first met her, she'd show the teeth, she'd snarl,
Yeah.
everything. But now she just wants to cuddle and hang out and all that stuff and play. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it did undersell it.
Big bastard was wrong. It's a massive bastard. That's a Godzilla looking thing.
Did you see the new movie?
Godzilla vs. Kong?
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I have HBO Max. I'm meaning to watch it.
Then yeah, for sure do it like
I'm meaning
that.
to. It's just I gotta get on there and watch it because I like Kong Skull Island. Love that movie.
Yeah. No, I felt like I feel like a lot of people didn't like it because of storyline or whatever, but in my opinion, if you're going to a movie like that for like complex writing,
Yeah,
and
you
crazy
don't go for that.
You
go for the big monsters
then
punching
you're
each
wrong.
other.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not what it's for at all.
I wish they would pivot away from that though. Like give us just the monsters kicking the shit out of each
I
other.
wish it was like what was it, a 90-minute movie probably. I wish it was just 87 minutes of fighting.
Yeah, just straight
Maybe
great
3
choreography.
minutes of
Imagine like a
setup.
John Wick style choreography, but Godzilla. Like
Dude,
just
whoa.
swishing and swooping, and it's all smooth.
It was really there. I mean, I can't imagine how they put that type of stuff together.
How much money goes into that CG and
oh,
everything else?
It was really good in my opinion.
I'll have to
I
watch it.
thought it looked great. But something else I thought while I was watching is nobody's saving anything because the city they fought in was destroyed,
Done.
completely
Well, yeah.
destroyed. Like not even a little bit of it. Like this fight scene was 20 minutes, and which is good. That's
You're
what
selling it
that's
to me
what
right
I'm
now.
there for.
I'll probably watch it tonight. You're selling it to me.
That's what I'm there for. I'm here for the fight scene. But the whole city was
Just done.
completely destroyed. They killed everyone in the city.
It's over.
So I don't even like. I guess he saved the world, but like this.
Don't tell me who won. I haven't seen it
You
yet.
gotta sacrifice the city for the world. Is all I'm saying. It's like the way they treated that. But no, yeah. The anytime I think if you go to a movie like that for like just absolute twist and bends and like I don't even know
Complex
what.
story
Yeah,
and-
and I can't even think like
Like a Tarantino style.
Inception.
Story. You don't
Yeah,
get
like
it,
it's not an Inception type movie. Like
Is it turn your brain off, watch two giant monsters beat
Yes.
the shit out of each other, enjoy it.
very
go
blatant
home.
storyline. Like there was even a line in the movie. There's this girl that's listening to a podcast, and the dad goes, "That podcast is filling your head with nonsense." And I was like, "This is just like
Yeah, we don't
this
need this.
writing is like, oh, podcasts are hot. Parents aren't cool.
Yeah.
Let's put that together." That's how I felt. And I was like, yeah, great writing.
She's
but no,
probably
yeah.
listening to the Little Bit podcast because she's got good taste.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're out. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out episode 8. Thank you, sir, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me again. Look forward to it next time.
And also go check out Let's Discuss on
Yes.
YouTube.
There'll be a comment down there. It'll be me. I'll be saying, hey, what's up? Come check it out.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.